It's a Good News Show with Marc Clarke. This episode celebrates the 160th anniversary of Bowie State University. Actually, me and my wife are hosting this great event. If you sit back and relax and enjoy the show, you'll see a shot of the famous people are here, the community, and the celebration of a legendary institution. On the Good News Show with Marc Clarke. Welcome to the Good News Show with Marc Clarke. I am Marc Clarke. Let me tell you something. We got so much going on in this show. I need notes. Tell us about this beautiful house. The Good News Show with me, Marc Clarke. Two of my favorite titans. It keeps growing. The legend keeps growing. The Good News Show with Marc Clarke. Of course, I am Marc Clarke. Good News Show with Marc Clarke, and I'm with the forever youthful Terrence Frazier. What's up, man?
We're in Locust Point, Silo Point.
The Lancasters are here. Kiki Cole is in the building.
So it's time to celebrate with some great food.
Hi, my name is Jay Wendell Gordon, the Warrior Lawyer. I have an office downtown Baltimore City. I practice in the area of criminal defense, personal injury, civil rights, and medical malpractice. If you need a good attorney, get Gordon on the phone. Thank you.
What's going on, everybody? It's Governor Wes Moore, and I'm here on the Good News Show with my guy, Marc Clarke.
It's a Good News Show with Marc Clarke. We are at Bowie State University. It's the 160th anniversary of Bowie State University, and the gala's going on tonight, and me and Allison are actually hosting. And I have Nalani Bird, Miss BSU is in the building.
Yes.
There she is.
Thank you.
Miss BSU University. So, how does it feel to be Miss BSU?
Honestly, it's a blessing like no other. I would have never guessed that I would be in this position, but I would say I've used my position for advocacy, for leadership, mental health rights, commuter services, things of that nature. So I would just say I'm grateful. Like, I would have never thought I would be in this position.
And more than just a pretty face, what does 160 years mean? I mean, that's amazing, right?
Yes.
What does it mean? You are, and actually you're in the history books.
Yes.
You know?
So 160 to me is honestly speaking to the legacy of Bowie State University. As I know, it started as a teacher's college. So being able to transform into seeing what it is now, like we're standing in the new and improved Martin Luther King Center compared to the Martin Luther King Jr. building. So it's just seeing how far we've come, the majors that we've added to, it's a blessing.
And so interesting times in the world.
Yes.
Interesting times. So what message would you have for those who are maybe struggling, maybe fearful, maybe concerned? What would you say as our queen? What would you say?
I would definitely say to trust in Jesus with all your heart.
Come on now.
Because he's the only one that can guide you and get you through things that you might not expect to be in. And although you might not be scuffed free, but you will definitely be blessed at the end. So.
Perfectly done. Well, congratulations, and thank you for sharing some time with us.
Thank
okay?
you so much.
Awesome.
Good news is coming. Good news is on the way. Good news is right around the corner. So be happy all the way. Good news is coming.
Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys, we don't just educate young men, we shape leaders. Leaders who rise with integrity, wisdom, and courage. Our rigorous curriculum challenges students to think critically, communicate effectively, and achieve greatness. From science and math to arts and athletics, we empower each boy to discover his potential. Our dedicated faculty and staff create a supportive environment that nurtures growth, both academically and personally. Here, every student is known and valued. Baltimore Collegiate is more than a school, it's a family.
Welcome to the Good News Show with Marc Clarke. I am Marc Clarke. Let me tell you something. We got so much going on in this show. I need notes. Tell us about this beautiful house. The Good News Show with me, Marc Clarke. Two of my favorite titans. It keeps growing. The legend keeps growing. The Good News Show with Marc Clarke. Of course, I am Marc Clarke. Good News Show with Marc Clarke, and I'm with the forever youthful Terrence Frazier. What's up, man? President Bro's here. How are you? What does it mean to you, this 160 years?
Oh, this is thrilling. It means so very much, not just to me, but this entire campus, to celebrate 160 years of existence. You know, a lot of people don't know all about our history, that we were founded in the basement of a church up in Baltimore City. And here we are today, growing and thriving in Prince George's County. So it is absolutely thrilling. And also to celebrate and lift up our students who greeted folks as they came in, demonstrating their research. So I want everyone to see what I see every day, this excellence among our students, our faculty, and our staff.
Well, we are so proud of the university, proud of you, and proud of the leadership. Thank you for having us. And again, continue to, so let's have a great night tonight.
We're going to do just that. Thank you for being here and for emceeing. We really appreciate that. We're going to have fun tonight.
We definitely are. It's the Good News Show with Marc Clarke.
Good news is coming. Good news is on the way. Good news is right around the corner. So be happy all the way. Good news is coming.
Keep your home comfortable, efficient, and looking great with new windows from Green Energy. We only provide the highest quality, most energy-efficient windows available with the lowest installation costs in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. Green Energy windows have the highest efficiency rating, designed to lower your energy bills. Bring us your estimate from any competitor, and we promise to beat it with a window of equal quality. Call or visit greenenergyllcwindows.com and learn why so many homeowners are choosing Green Energy.
It's Good News Show with Marc Clarke, and I have the governor of Maryland, the Wesley Abunde. No, what's the whole name? What is that?
Omari Moore.
See, I was going to use that for the. I had a joke for you. Me and Allison are hosting, but I'm not going to go there. But again, what a blessing, sir.
Man,
I got to say, people don't know we've known each other forever.
For a very, very long time.
But back then,
yep,
you've been the same guy the whole time. But now you just happen to be the governor of Maryland. You happen to be one of the hottest, leaders in the country. So at this 160th anniversary of Bowie State University, what does that mean to you?
It's beautiful because you see how this is an institution that isn't just here because of longevity. It's here and being celebrated because of its impact. And that's meaningful because there's a lot of things that are here for a long period of time that aren't impactful.
Yeah.
They're just here for a long period of time. This is a place that every single year continues to send out gems that the whole state benefits from, that the whole country benefits from. And so it's always a pleasure being with you, good brother, but also it's great to be here to celebrate such an amazing institution.
And so again, this airs in a later date. So a lot's going on today.
Yeah.
Give us some encouraging words for all of the citizens of Maryland and around the world. What would you say? I know a lot of people are stressed out, a lot of people are feeling a certain way. What would be the message?
Well, I'd say this. This is a hard time for people all around the country, where we are seeing how the relationship between the federal government and all of our states has been ruptured. We're seeing how a lot of workers are finding work that they believe in that was adding value they're now being told that it's not important anymore. and you're watching legacies being disrupted. So I completely get it. The thing that I would say is why I love Maryland is Maryland in this moment is choosing to meet this moment of crisis with courage. And Maryland is leading. We're making sure that we're taking care of our federal workers. We're making sure that we can give middle-class families a little bit of tax relief and put a little bit extra money back in their pockets. We're making sure that we can focus on things like housing and give people more housing options. Like all the things that people say this is really hard, Maryland's saying we know and we do hard things. And that's why I'm just so excited about everything that, even in troubled waters, that Maryland really is that bridge over troubled waters.
Well, I got to say, it's the first time that I actually known somebody in this kind of leadership and somebody that, that I know and have known for years. And like I tell everybody else, I actually trust the leadership. I trust you. I believe in you. And thank you for doing a great job. And thank you for joining me on my TV show. You, man, I didn't have a TV show.
I do. I follow you everywhere, man. And listen, I believe in us.
Definitely.
I believe in us.
All right, the governor of Maryland. I'm not going to say the whole name.
It's so crazy.
You know who he is, Westmore. Good News Show with Marc Clarke.
This is Mayor Brandon Scott inviting Lottie Dottie and everybody to the 49th Anne Frank in Drew Hill Park Juneteenth weekend. Come see Patti LaBelle. Come see Juvenile. Come see A. Marie as they all hit the stage for the biggest, blackest time and the biggest, blackest Juneteenth celebration in the country.
Welcome to the Good News Show with Marc Clarke. I am Marc Clarke. Let me tell you something. We got so much going on in this show. I need notes. Tell us about this beautiful house. The Good News Show with me, Marc Clarke. Two of my favorite Titans. It keeps growing. The legend keeps growing. The Good News Show with Marc Clarke. Of course, I am Marc Clarke. Good News Show with Marc Clarke, and I'm with the forever youthful Terrence Frazier. What's up, man?
We're in Locust Point, Silo Point.
The Lancasters are here. Ricky Cole is in the building.
It's time to celebrate with some great food.
Hi, my name is Jay Wendell Gordon, the Warrior Lawyer. I have an office downtown Baltimore City. I practice in the area of criminal defense, personal injury, civil rights, and medical malpractice. If you need a good attorney, get Gordon on the phone. Thank you.
It's a Good News Show with Marc Clarke. The First Lady is joining us. Dawn Boyd joins us. What's going on, Dawn? How are you?
Hey, Mark. I'm so excited to be here with you. It's so an amazing event to be here in Baltimore. So always good to be with you.
I'm just, again, I have to laugh because, again, I've known you and Wes for so long. But it's so cool to have friends who are running stuff. It is the best.
Oh, you're the best.
It's
and we just appreciate the friendship for many decades.
And the journey, the journey's so exciting. You guys are making us so proud. And the fact, how it is when you know somebody, like I knew you before then or whatever, back then, but you've always been the same, and the same thing with the governor. I knew him in his early 20s. You guys have been the same the whole time.
Well, thank you. We just, listen, authentic people connect with authentic people. And so I appreciate you saying that. We're doing some exciting things. I'm just so grateful that the people of Maryland have entrusted my husband with an opportunity to lead. I always say they have the right leader at the right time. We're doing some really exciting things. One of the things that I'm proud of as First Lady is the Preakness 150 Festival. Yes. That is coming up starting May 10th. We have a family day. We have a concert with D Nice Club Quarantine. We have an event at Government House, and then we roll right into the Preakness Stakes. So it's super exciting, and I'm just so glad that all Marylanders can be a part of it.
And we're glad because the Good News Show is going to be there. on the red carpet doing things, and again, that's all because of you guys. So thank you so much, and thanks for what you're doing, and know that we got your back.
I appreciate you so much, and thank you for always telling our stories.
Definitely. It's the First Lady on the Good News Show with Marc Clarke.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good news is coming. Good news is on the way. Good news is right around the corner. So be happy all the way. Good news is coming.
Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys, we don't just educate young men, we shape leaders. Leaders who rise with integrity, wisdom, and courage. Our rigorous curriculum challenges students to think critically, communicate effectively, and achieve greatness. From science and math to arts and athletics, we empower each boy to discover his potential. Our dedicated faculty and staff create a supportive environment that nurtures growth, both academically and personally. Here, every student is known and valued. Baltimore Collegiate is more than a school, it's a family.
Welcome to the Good News Show with Marc Clarke. I am Marc Clarke. Let me tell you something. We got so much going on in this show. I need notes. Tell us about this beautiful house. The Good News Show with me, Marc Clarke. Two of my favorite titans. It keeps growing. The legend keeps growing. The Good News Show with Marc Clarke. Of course, I am Marc Clarke. Good News Show with Marc Clarke, and I'm with the forever youthful Terrence Frazier. What's up, man?
This is Mayor Brandon Scott inviting Lottie Dottie and everybody to the 49th and Fram in Drew Hill Park Juneteenth weekend. Come see Patti LaBelle. Come see Juvenile. Come see A. Marie as they all hit the stage for the biggest, blackest time and the biggest, blackest Juneteenth celebration in the country.
It's a Good News Show with Marc Clarke, and of course, this episode is dedicated to excellence, and we have our excellent mayor.
Thank you, Mark.
The images of you and the governor and the way you handled the crazy conversations, I said that moment to me was the moment that I felt like the world got to see. Well, we already knew. Mm-hmm. We got to see who you were and are. And so, and it was amazing. And I think ever since then, I feel like, we're watching you, home ownership, family, So this Brandon is much different than the Brandon that grew up listening to the Big Fat Morning Show.
Yeah, absolutely.
But how does it feel, man? The wife, the kid, the house. I mean, how does it feel?
It feels great, man. I think that everyone has to grow, right? I'm still at his core that young man who was running around 92Q, carrying records and all of that stuff. But you grow into who you're supposed to be at the time you're supposed to be it. So for me, being a husband and father is the best job that I ever had. And I think that they actually helped me remind me every day of what's actually important and why I'm working today, not just for the people that live in Baltimore today, but for those who are growing up and those who are yet unborn. And to your comment about the bridge, is something that I hope that we never have to go through something like that again.
Yeah.
But in the moment of tragedy, you see who are true leaders and who not. Because we all say the old adage is pressure breaks pipes, right?
Yeah.
And those who are true leaders will be able to rise to the occasion. And we were just blessed in here in Baltimore and in Maryland to have the governor, to have myself, all these folks who were on the ground from that moment that I got that first phone call to do the most important work, and that's support the community and those families, most importantly, through something that no one else can even think of.
And the thing about you, I think, Mayor, that also for me happened was I'm 58, so many people, so many older people, and I know you were tired of hearing it. Ever since you were city council president, people kept saying, he's young. Well, he's young. And you look up and you're like, no, he's not.
No, I'm not.
He's not.
I just look young.
But right. but I think, what you also address, I think, is your age group is a very dynamic age group. Mm-hmm. You guys, because of a lot of reasons, including the athlete stars, the rappers, you guys your generation is banging. Like you're after us, but you guys are really holding the mantle and you're kicking butt, man. And I think even like from the way your style, your hairstyle, all those things that the older people kept, oh, rah, 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 rah. Then you realize this man is a grown man. And I think, again, we're getting to see it, and I think we're benefiting from it. Now, all those critics of Baltimore and the crime and these different networks, now cities and networks are bringing you in to have conversations about what they need to do. So I want to commend you on that. And again, also, people aren't talking about how humble you are from a standpoint of, it'd be easy to just stand and say, I told you so. It'd be easy because they were coming for you. They've been coming for you forever.
Yeah.
But what made you decide to take the high road, if you will? You don't back down from a fight.
No, I'm not going to back down.
You don't back down, but you don't necessarily gloat either.
So it's the way I was raised, right? My parents, my grandparents raised me that the only thing that I should brag about is my athletic prowess. Everything else, when you're in a position and you do the job and you do the right thing and you are successful, you're doing what you're supposed to do, right? And the only time that you should push back is when people are trying to tear you down, when people are spouting their racism, because it's also, I was always raised that as a black man, it was my responsibility when I'm in any room to make sure that I'm uplifting my blackness and who I am and never cowering or trying to shy away from that. It was my responsibility to always stand up for black women and lift them up and make sure that people know that they should be respected and treated in a different way. And I just take that into who I am and who I was raised to be into my job as mayor, right? Like we know, you and I know that it was never about my age, right? Because Martin O'Malley was 36 when he was the mayor of Baltimore. No one asked him that, right? We know what those things that they say about us, that it takes us long or all of these things. And my job is to every day prove those people wrong, and the work will speak for it. I don't have to say it. The work speaks for itself. They told me that I couldn't reduce homicides by 15%. They were right. I did it by 20 and then 23%, right? Yeah. Something that has never been done before in the city. And we're just going to keep doing the work because it's for the people. It's not for me to feel good. It's for people to be here. It's for our city to get better.
And then lastly, I think I just wanted to make this point, because I don't think it's ever made, there's a tendency to say, well, he's the black mayor. But the interesting thing is, you have a very diverse following. You're very inclusive. You always have, even in city council. That's been a part of your brand.
Yeah.
But it rarely gets talked about. But the fact is, I'm sure the numbers show that. But it doesn't get talked about. So it's easy to say, oh, he's this, but actually you probably are one of the most inclusive mayors we've ever had.
Yeah, when you look at the folks that are supporters of me, they're black, they're white, they're young, they're old, they're middle class, they're rich, they're poor, and that's the city. And that's what you're supposed to do, represent everybody. Yes, I bring into this job, being a black Baltimorean all my life, living in Park Heights as a young man. I bring all of that in, but I also understand that other neighborhoods and people need my representation, even those who did not vote for me. So I'm always showing up for the city no matter what, but I'll never forget my people and where I come from.
Mayor, thank you so much for your time.
Anytime, my brother.
All right, now. It's a good news show with Marc Clarke.
Absolutely.
Good news is coming. Good news is on the way. Good news is right around the corner. So be happy all the way. Good news is coming.
Keep your home comfortable, efficient, and looking great with new windows from Green Energy. We only provide the highest quality, most energy-efficient windows available with the lowest installation costs in Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. Green Energy windows have the highest efficiency rating, designed to lower your energy bills. Bring us your estimate from any competitor, and we promise to beat it with a window of equal quality. Call or visit greenenergyllcwindows.com and learn why so many homeowners are choosing Green Energy.
And it's a Good News Show with Marc Clarke. And again, this episode is all about excellence. Now, this brother is a brother for real. Edwin Avant joins us, one of our winners tonight at the Who's Who in Black Media. Black Baltimore. Yeah, Black Baltimore. But so, Edwin, you're the Who's Who in Black whatever. you've had quite a few accomplishments. But you know what? This one here, though, I gotta say, Edwin, I've known you a long time. I see your passion. I see your happiness working with these young boys. And I know you've always given back, but I feel like this one seems like it's one of the most fulfilling ones. Am I right with that, or is it just how you always are?
I mean, you're absolutely right. First of all, it's great to be here with you, Mark, as always. And I'd like to thank you guys and, the Good News Show for featuring me. But I'm honored to be amongst the Who's Who in Black Baltimore. And this time, I guess, maybe it's the body of work, but the work that I've been doing most recently is being the CEO of Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys. Yeah. And it brings me so much joy. Those 300 young brothers that we got, 4th grade to 8th grade, that we're just getting them ready so they could go to the best high schools and then make it on to college and come out here and be world changers, man. It's a blessing that God allows me to do this. And nowadays make a living doing it. Yeah. So I could devote my full time to it. So I just feel honored and blessed.
Evan, I was just thinking, and that's the beauty of being around a long time, is that you go on your journey, but you're on other people's journey. And I was thinking, I said, wait a minute, no. I met Edwin years ago, Black Professional Men, and I said that to you. Many of the young men that I met with you back then have now gone on to be engineers and things like that. So that's been your thing for quite some time. You've been giving back for a long time.
Yeah, for quite a long time.
When did you make that decision? It's interesting. Some people don't do it at all. You've been doing it for like 30 years. What happened?
Have. I mean, I've always owned businesses, so I've always been an entrepreneur, but I've always had this place in my heart for black men and black boys, because really I believe that we're the backbone of the black community, and if you can strengthen the black man, then he could be a father, he could be a husband, he could be a homeowner, he could be a contributor to society, and I really believe that that's the strength of our community, if we strengthen black men. So like you mentioned, I helped to start Black Professional Men back in 1991. Yeah. We've mentored over 3,000 boys and given over 250 Rays of Hope scholarships, and you were our MC at many of those breakfasts. Yeah. So that you know it goes back. When I think about some of the gentlemen that we've influenced, you mentioned the guys there, a lot of them are doctors. Yeah. Fagan Harris, who's the chief of staff to the governor, is one of our Rays of Hope scholarship winners. But at my school now, I'm really excited. Derek Queen, who plays at the University of Maryland, hit the game-winning shot. He's a Baltimore Collegiate School for Boys graduate. Wow. It's just so amazing, the number of young black men whose lives that, have crossed my path, and God has blessed me to be able to be an influence in them. And so I'm just grateful to God.
Well, that's why
he's giving me this opportunity.
And that's why you get the award, but also that's why you're in our Salute to Excellence, because you definitely have reflected that all the way from Heart and Soul, all the way from Black Collegiate Boys, all the way from Black Professional Men, all the things you've done, man. You can just name it off.
Redwood Grill Restaurant.
Redwood Grill, which I still remember. That was so fly.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, man, just continued success, and I appreciate you, my
Thank
friend.
you, man. I love you, my brother.
You too.
Continued success.
Edwin Avant joining us. It's a Good News Show with Marc Clarke.